Hi, Amanda Jane here from Amanda Jane Crafts, and in today's video I'm going to show you how to work up this waffle stitch done with half double crochet. It gives a great textured stitch and I think it would be really nice for a sweater or a pullover, but you could also use it for washcloths or dishcloths using a cotton or cotton mix yarn. So today I'm going to show you how to do this stitch, and it's very easy. It's a 1-row repeat stitch, which I'm a great fan of because it's easy to remember. And I'm going to demonstrate using an aran weight yarn, aran or worsted weight yarn, and a size 5mm crochet hook. And the first thing you're going to do is to do an even number of chain stitches. So start off by doing a slip knot in whichever way you choose to do a slip knot. I've got lots of videos showing slip knots. Insert your hook, draw up that chain on your hook so that it slides up and down nice and easily, and I'm going to do a chain of 22. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Now you're going to find the second chain from your hook, 1, 2, and you're going to do a half double crochet into this chain. Now to do a half double crochet, yarn over, insert your hook, and I'm simply going to go into the V, this V here. So I've got 2 strands of yarn on my hook just there. Yarn over, pull through a loop, 3 on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 3 at a time, and that's the half double crochet. We're going to do half double crochet all the way along. So yarn over, insert your hook, capture 2 strands, yarn over, pull up a loop, 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 3, yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, 3 on the hook, yarn over, pull through all 3, yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 3. So this creates a really lovely, quite thick stitch, which works up quite quickly and is very easy to do. It's like a foreshortened double crochet, which you may well have done with granny squares or many other stitches for that matter. This one is one of my favourite stitches, so I do like patterns that use it. So I'm nearly getting there. You can catch up with me at the end of the row or just watch me finish this row slowly across. The foundation row of any crochet project is always the slowest because you're having to control your work without a lot to hold on to. So we tend to be a bit more careful. You don't want to crochet this too tightly, to be nice and relaxed so that it is lovely foundation row, and try to keep, although it's not easy, try to keep your stitches, your tension even. At least if you make a mistake on this row, it's not too far to go back. Lots of different ways of starting off a foundation row. We cover those in other tutorials. Coming up to the end of the row, and then we start the pattern. So last few stitches. Two more. 1 and 2. Now you might find it very difficult to insert your hook in the correct place on the last stitch. Don't worry too much. Right, so we've reached the end of the row here. And there we have our half double crochet all the way across. We're now going to do 2 chain, and I would advise you to do these quite loosely. And we'll come on to why later. Turn your work to the left, and you're going to work into not this first stitch here, but into this second stitch. And we're going to work into the back loop. That's that one there. So you can see that a stitch is made up of a front loop, which is the one nearest you, and a back loop. And this pattern alternates between the two. So we're still doing half double crochet, but we're going to go into the back loop only. So you're just inserting your hook into that back loop. Normally you would insert it into both, but in this case we're inserting it into the back loop only. So let's go ahead and do that. The next stitch we insert into the front loop only. So sorry, let me just show you that again. So in other words, we are only going to capture this bit of the stitch. Yarn over, front loop only, draw up the loop, yarn over, pull through 3. Now we're going to do back loop. So you'll need to go to turn your work slightly towards yourself. Finish the stitch, yarn over, front loop this time. So I'm angling my hook upwards to capture the front loop and turning my work forwards to capture the back loop. Angle upwards to capture the front loop only. Just need a bit more yarn here. And then angle my work towards me to capture the back loop. So front is go upwards, back, angle forwards, front, angle your hook upwards, back, turn your work forwards slightly. You get into a rhythm with this. Backwards, front loop, back loop, front loop, back loop, and front loop. So when you come to the last 2 stitches, that's a proper stitch and your turning chain, you're going to do a back loop, and then you're going to do a full half double crochet into that turning chain here. Two chain, not too tightly, turn your work. So I'm going to work across this row and just show you this end. So catch up with me at the end of the row. Remember, we're starting with a half double crochet, not into this first stitch, into this stitch here. We start with a back and we end with a back. And then you'll know that you've got the pattern correct, because it's actually quite difficult to see at first how the stitches line up. So we're coming up to our last few stitches. Front half double crochet, last two, back, half double crochet, and then we have two chains here. This is why I say don't do it too tightly, because you want to insert your final stitch into this second chain. And even though I didn't crochet it very tightly, still quite tricky to insert the hook in exactly the right place. You'll get there, just take your time, like so. And if it doesn't go in exactly the right place, it doesn't matter at all. So two loose, chain, turn your work. And you can see how pretty this starts to look. It's obviously got a front side, a right side and a wrong side, but both sides are pretty similar. Let's have a look at the sample. We can look in more detail about how this compares. So we get this lovely line across, straight line across, and then we get these nice textured stitches going backwards and forwards, and on the reverse side it's very similar. So that's great for a jumper or something, maybe a jacket where you want the inside to look as nice as the outside. You know, it's got to look lovely on both sides. Great texture, as I said, for a washcloth or a dishcloth. It's a good texture for that. I might make a few out of some spare cotton. And so I really hope you've enjoyed learning this half double crochet waffle stitch and that you use it in one of your projects. So thanks so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, I'd encourage you to subscribe and press the bell and maybe give me a thumbs up, and I hope you have a lovely day. Take care, everyone. Bye.